G'day guys and welcome back to Casual Rage. Prepare to start the show, R2. This is where the fun begins. Oh, g'day guys and welcome to Casual Rage 149. We're on the brink of 150. Can you believe it? Where we casually rage out about the topics of the week. And of course, this week, there's no real Star Wars news. It's actually quite incredible. I know there's little bits and pieces out there. It's probably more the Panderverse stuff than anything else, which we will talk a little bit about. But there's been a lot of trailers dropped. I will say, more recently, I don't like the fact that we get like 5 trailers for 5 different shows on the same day or within like days of each other. Why is like, it must be an algorithm thing. This is when the best time is to drop a trailer. Why don't they spread them out a bit? I know there's all different studios and they're all dropping different trailers and stuff like that. But, you know, we had the Reacher trailer, which we will watch, Reacher Season 2. There was the Ghostbusters trailer, which I didn't even know that there was another Ghostbusters movie happening. There's obviously the last Marvels trailer, which we are going to watch. I haven't actually watched the entirety of the trailer because I really don't care about the Marvels. Although, unfortunately, I do need to watch it for Flashcast. I got my free ticket. That's what we call it, the free ticket. So he sent through the link and I will be watching it for the sake of Flashcast. But like all these trailers, they all just drop at the same time. And it's like, what? Spread them out a bit. It's kind of like when they drop like binge model stuff. I hate binge model. I hate it when they drop all the episodes all at once. For some shows, it could be okay. I don't like, it's not always bad. But I like shows to be able to you absorb like a lot more, especially being that you can talk about it for a week with people. Oh, what's going to come next in the next episode if it is a show that you're actually interested in watching, all of that sort of thing. So we do have a couple of trailers and stuff to watch. We've got Kevin Feige on the red carpet of the Marvels, which we're going to watch an interview of him. Oh, fuck. And they come back and start doing the... Sorry, guys. Hear that? Let me close the door. Fucking bastards. Oh, maybe not. He's just blowing the fucking stuff away. All right. Hopefully, I won't be there for very long. All right. Now, where was I? I can't remember. But it doesn't matter. Let's, excuse me. Fuck. Let's say hello to the chat really quickly. Tyranozilla. I think I'm saying that right. I saw this. It's been over a month since Ahsoka ended, and I'm still in recovery. Just finished taking my daily dose of Bacta. Isn't it funny though, with something like Ahsoka, that should have, like, honestly, with how much people love this character, and like there should be more talk about it and more talk about maybe how good it was in these people's eyes. I really find that there's not a lot of people out there that can defend this show, because it's not written very well. The characters aren't very good. And the people playing those characters, the characterizations of those characters, like, you know, as we were going through the series, one thing that I kept noticing is that the characters aren't like their animated counterparts. They're not like the characters that we saw in Rebels. Now, that's not to say that necessarily the characters in Rebels were really any good, but they were definitely better than what we got in this live action Rebels series. That's what it is. It's live action Rebels. Disgusting. So yeah, I can't believe that it's been over a month since it ended. I hope you guys watch my video. I know it's still pushing to get to that 900 views. But I thought it was one of my better videos, obviously. Tied it in really well, and basically, because they're writing it so horribly, the fact that people have to use headcanon to fill the gaps, and headcanon isn't a thing, that's really the main point of what the video was really about. Mr. Grant Gregory says, hurry up. Thanks, Mr. G. Checking in, ready for the stream. Project fan, how you doing? Good to see you. Cellshade says, hello, Director X was deflecting away from your question, Rhino, more times than a Jedi deflects blaster bolts. Let me talk about that really quickly. So, unfortunately, I was actually really looking forward to that stream. And if I had been on from the very beginning, I would have spent a lot of time just sitting back, because I haven't watched his show. And I know that Mark was really good. I watched the stream, but because of the full Aussie the night before and I fucking got absolutely hammered, I was pretty hungover, had to eat some food, get some water into me, get some hydration going. And then by the time it got close to the end, I was actually feeling a lot better. So I jumped in right at the end. And nobody brought this up with him. I actually wrote it in the Flashcast chat, and I'm like, somebody please question him on this. Because one of the criticisms that Director X has held on to is the shaky cam criticism, because nobody really on the stream mentioned anything about the shaky cam, but he brought it up, right? And his justification for why there was shaky cam was because it was a handheld camera. Now, I'm no fucking producer, I'm no director, I'm no filmographer, I'm none of that stuff. So I don't know these things. But as far as I'm concerned, if the camera's shaking and it makes it difficult for the viewer to see what they're watching, that is shaky cam. I don't give a fuck what kind of camera you're using. If the screen is shaking while you're filming and that's what you decide to put on the screen, that is shaky cam. And yes, he kept deflecting from that. And he's like, I know what shaky cam is. Well, as an audience member, as a person that watches shows and watches movies and all of this kind of thing, I know what shaky cam is too. Are you trying to tell me that because you're a director and because you produce movies and all of this kind of stuff, you know better than I do of what shaky cam actually is? And I was just trying to make the point that just because you were using a handheld camera and just because there are people out there that notice that this has shaky cam in it and your justification for why it's not shaky cam is because you've got a handheld camera doesn't mean that their criticisms of it being shaky cam are invalid. It doesn't. That's how they viewed it. Now, you can either take that criticism on board and go, all right, next time I will try and make the camera maybe even a little bit more stable. Maybe it was intentional and they wanted to make it a little bit shaky, and that's fine. But don't discard the criticism altogether just because of the type of camera you used. In fact, if you're trying to say that because you used a handheld camera that created the shaky cam, well, then you're admitting that there was shaky cam, but you're trying to say that it's not shaky cam. So that was my main thing. I just wanted to jump back to like when he was talking at the beginning, and I'm like, dude, you can't just deny the fact that the camera was shaking because of the type of camera that you were using. It's not how that works. You know, we've seen a lot of shaky cam in a lot of the Star Wars stuff recently and throughout the sequels and stuff like that. And it does make it hard to view. It does make it hard to watch it. Doesn't matter what type of camera they're using. It's the fact that the screen was shaking while I was watching it. So yeah, he definitely deflected. It wasn't just my question either. He was deflecting from a lot of the things that were being said to him. And to me, it just proves that these people can't take any form of criticism, good or bad. Or they can't take even the bad criticism and try and twist it to make it something that they maybe might learn from. They know all. They know best. They know how it's done, and you know nothing because you're just the audience. That's what it came across like to me. We got Arbrew in the chat. Oi. G'day, Arbrew. How you doing, dude? The legend. Arbrew. Darth Spampton, good to see you as well. Mike Hill, the great Mike Hill. Love seeing all you guys, the members and everything in the chat. Mike always sends me some great shit. We got Melissa Lord, another member. We've got Riff Magos, another member. How you doing, guys? Zakarat is in the chat. How you doing? John42. Good to see you, dude. Let's see. King Chris. What's up? What's up, King Chris? Multi Meldy. Fuck. Spit it out, Rhino. Good to see you. Let's see. Mike Hill for 2 says, watched Marvels today. It's cringe as fuck. Thanks for the super chat. Like I said, I've got my free ticket from Flash. I've really got no interest in watching it. I will watch it for the sake of Flashcast. But I feel like there's probably a lot in there that I'm not going to understand because I've been tapped out of the MCU for a long time. And I watched Ryan's review of it before I started the stream today. And he says that there's a lot of this is a sequel to a lot of different things. So there's probably going to be a bit in there that I'm going to get, but there's probably going to be a lot in there that I'm not going to get. Oh, I'm Mr. Laura. G'day, OG Star Wars. Please smash that like button. How you doing, Laura? Good to see you. Nuisance Bird, we've got Lethal Lightning in the chat. You hate binge model? Yeah, I do. I'd much prefer week-by-week releases. Especially if it is something good. Especially if it is something good. It allows that episode to sink in. It's kind of like when, something like Stargate SG-1 was coming out and they would release an episode each week. It's like you look forward to it. It almost started becoming an event. Things like that. Mr. Bantham, good to see you. Now, also too, guys, just a bit of a heads up. I know that I say this a lot and it never really happens that way. This is probably going to be a little bit shorter. I've got to actually try and make sure that this is a little bit shorter of a stream today because I've got to go to the post office. I've got to get my passport sorted. I am planning on hopefully getting over to America early in the new year. Probably like late January, early February is when I want to actually get over there. The main reason for that is to go to Anna's wedding. She invited me. And she wrote to me like a week ago and she's like, have you been able to organize anything? I'm like, I haven't. I better get on top of that and see if I can actually get it organized. So I'm planning on hopefully getting over to the States early in the new year, seeing a few people, catching up with a few people. I've already spoken to Steph. Hopefully I can get over to Orlando and hang out with her and a few others. But yeah, so that's my plan. But I've got to go get my passport because I've never been overseas, so I've never actually had a passport. So I need to go get that sorted. I need to go get some pictures taken. Although I look scruffy as fuck, I've got a full neck beard and everything. I don't care. Although that might not help when I go through fucking customs or whatever. Mr. Bentham, how you doing? Let's see. Fear of FEMA, good to see you, dude. Let me just scroll through a little bit more. Clemson becomes a member. Thank you. What level? I hated how it doesn't actually show you what level it is. It's the tracking fob level. Thank you, dude. And then he also drops 10 gift memberships. Make sure you slide that bar across and accept. And thank you, Clemson, for the gifts. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Really do. That's awesome. I'm going to play you something for that. We'll give you this.
You'd better put a chick in it. And make it fucking gay as fuck.
Going somewhere?
And I want it lame!
Put her on a path of her own choosing, so that no matter which direction she takes, we'll always be one step ahead of her.
What?
That is so lame!
There you go. Thank you, Clemson. Appreciate that. Let's see what else. If we got E. Clay Thomason, how you doing? I see you, Blue-Eyed Scorpio. Good to see you. Fuck, it's hot. I'm sweating and just sitting here. Mr. Grant Gregory for 5 says shaky cam is an awesome tool, but it's used to hide bad cinematography. Some of the most intense scenes utilize it. Fuck. Describes the technical. No, not technical. Technique, not excuse. Yes. Well, that's true. It can hide certain bad moments, certain bad things. Absolutely. And it has been used that way in the past to do that. But to just throw away the criticism and say that the reason why it's shaky cam is because of a handheld camera, get a better camera then. We got Gravy D. If I'm missing anyone, I do apologize. We got Patrick T. I see you, dude. All right, Mike Hill for 2 says, make sure Kathleen Kennedy is not under your bed every fucking night. Every night, Mike Hill. Thank you for that. AI, I see you. Gravy D becomes a member. Thank you very much. Papa Palpatine's Pizza Padawan. Good to see you. All right. I'm pretty much all caught up. If I missed anyone, thank you for being here. Really do appreciate all you guys for hanging out with me on these Friday afternoons or Thursday evenings, depending on where you are. And also to Arbaru for $20 over on Streamlabs says, hey, Rhino, you got my free pass to the Marvels as well. Oh, is that you that sends them, Arbaru, to Flash? Cam quality is as bad as the movie itself. LOL. Funny as. Well, I got to get through it. I got to get through it for him. I really do. All right. Let me spark this up. I used to never smoke while I streamed, and now I just don't care. Now I just don't care. It helps with the fucking nerves. Well, not the nerves. I'm not nervous. It helps with the shit, getting through all the shit. Funny as. Oh, Mr. Grant Gregory becomes a member as well. I thought you were already a member. So weird. So many people, and he becomes a law master. Dude, appreciate that. Appreciate all you guys. You guys are fucking the best. All right, let's get into it. Like I said, we don't really have much Star Wars stuff. There's a little bit, but not a lot. Not a lot, not fuck all in comparison to all the other stuff that we've got. Oh, dude. And then Mr. Grant Gregory gifts 20 fucking Raging Rhino memberships. Dude. Let's get some green. Thank you very, very much. Appreciate that. Fucking hell. You guys are going off today. You guys are going absolutely off. Yeah, damn, Grant. Fucking hell. Get that green in the chat. You can all drop your emojis. I want to see seal clapping emojis, guys. Anyone that's a member, seal clap emojis now. Because the seals are still clapping and we're still laughing. All right. Let's get straight into this. Like I said, I don't have a lot of time today, so let's do what we can. I see the seal claps coming. Fuck yeah. Look at that. You guys are fucking awesome. Grant, you're a fucking legend. Fucking legend. All right. What do we want to watch first? We'll leave the Marvels. Let's watch, because I actually haven't, I saw it come out. I didn't know that this movie was even happening. I didn't know anything about this. And when I saw a Ghostbusters trailer, I was like, what? Now, Ghostbusters Afterlife. I didn't think it was too bad. I certainly didn't think it was great. It was kind of one of those things where I like, in a way, I kind of wish they just left it alone. I kind of do, because, they could do good stuff. But from what we've seen moving forward, it's more likely to be bad than it is to be good, right? And it's very hard to recreate something as good as what maybe the original Ghostbusters was. You know what I mean? So I kind of wish they would just leave it alone. But like I said, Afterlife, 2016, horrible. One of the worst movies ever. But Afterlife, I thought wasn't too bad. Didn't think it was too bad. So I'm sort of half hoping that this movie would be a sequel to that. If they are going to do this. And I kind of do. I hope that it'd be good. Let's watch this. Hey, see that? A little smoke ring, and I didn't even make it with my mouth. All right. Let's take a look. All right. I'm sure a lot of you guys have probably already seen it because you don't care about not watching it. I saw it. I saw that it came out. I haven't watched it so that I could watch it with you guys. Let's go.
I'm telling you, it's going to be another hot one out there. In fact, there are heat alerts in effect for New Jersey, feeling like 100 degrees.
Feels like 100 degrees right now. Here.
What is that?
No one gets skewered? I hope we see some people get skewered. Who are the Ghostbusters?
For the first time in New York history,
okay, good.
people froze to death in the middle of July.
What is it?
The death chill. The power
All
to
right,
kill
good.
by fear itself.
Hey!
Your veins turn to rivers of ice. Your bones crack. And the last thing you see is your own tear ducts freezing up.
Like, literally scared to death? So cool.
All right, I do like Paul Rudd. I think he's fucking funny. I think he's great. I do like him. There was actually a bit. Where is it? Oh, I just want to have a look. All right. Murray back. Where is it? Is that the mum? I think it is. Okay. Didn't look too bad. It didn't look too bad. I will say it's not something that I'm necessarily going to run out to see. But, it didn't look too bad. Like I said, if they can bring at least the same sort of feel, the same sort of thing as Afterlife, which it definitely comes across that way, then it can be fine. I don't see a problem with it. Patrick T for 5 says, Afterlife didn't harm the franchise. That's correct. But it didn't make up for 2016. No, it didn't. It didn't. Well, see, 2016 is essentially just they tried to remake the first one, didn't they? Like it's almost like a multiverse. Like I'm not saying Ghostbusters is a multiverse; it's certainly not. But I'm saying that like that's an offshoot. That's not even connected to the. Did they connect it? I can't even remember. It's been that long, and I've only ever watched it once. It was well after 2016. I think I only saw 2016 like a year ago or something like that. I thought it was one of the worst things I'd ever seen. Yeah, so it's like 2016 didn't happen. Like in this, you could say, adaptation of it. But yeah, I thought that was, I didn't think that was too bad. That's the best way to put it. It's not in the timeline. Correct. Thanks, Blake. Not in the timeline. I thought that was all right. I want to see some people get skewered, not just frozen over. That'd be all right with these fucking barbs coming out of the fucking ground. Yeah, hopefully it'll be good. Hopefully it'll be good. Well, that's that. Bringing back some of the legacy characters. That's great. As long as they do them justice. And like even in Afterlife, the way that they brought them in, you know, you could say that they were cameos, and they kind of were. They definitely were at the forefront of the they might have been at the forefront of the story a little bit in regards to what the story was, but they weren't on the screen. Like it wasn't them. It wasn't the nostalgia of them being there that made that movie fine or good. I wouldn't go so far to say it was great. But yeah. Thought that's fine. I don't know really what more to say about it. We'll have to wait and see what we get from it. And it's funny, you know, like there's where is it? Let me see if I can find the shot of it. Can't find it. Let's see. Hold on. You know, people could say like having this black chick in here with the braids, like, oh, it's woke, all that kind of. No, I haven't heard anything like that yet. And you know why? Because it's not about that. It's about when that becomes the character and the reason why the character's there. You know, who they fuck or who, you know, why they're in there because of the color of their skin or whatever the case may be. But you don't hear that with this because, of course, Afterlife was received pretty well. And people are going to give it a chance. But I wonder if it's written by the same people. I'm not even going to check that, but I wonder if it is. All right, we got another trailer to watch. Now, I haven't seen season 1. I know people keep telling me you need to watch it, and I think I probably will because I've seen clips of it, and the clips that I've seen of it is fucking pretty brutal, pretty out there, and I love that shit. But this is Reacher season 2. Let's watch this.
You've been carjacked, right? Don't turn around. This won't take long.
Brutal.
Wait, who are you?
Someone who prefers not getting involved.
You refer to these special investigators as your team, your soldiers, even your friends.
You do not mess with the special investigators!
And now they're all in trouble.
They were tortured. They dumped them from a helicopter. And they're coming after us. Good.
Damn, Reacher. When we were kids, we just wrote our names in it.
Why'd you gotta hit him so hard?
I don't hit soft.
What are our directors?
We prepare. We investigate. We put bad guys in jail.
What does he think he's gonna do?
Just like the good old days.
Yeah, you on the sidelines while I do all the work. He's a boss, and bosses give orders. But they took a run at us in broad daylight. They're getting desperate.
Guy's got good instincts.
Guy's got good everything.
Surveillance photos don't do you justice.
Looks like you had a rough night.
Had worse. Need a new jacket.
What's wrong with the one you just bought?
It has blood on it.
All right, that again, I still got to watch season 1. Yeah, it's been a series for a while. I don't even know when season 1 first came out. Let's have a look. Reacher. February 2022. Freaking nearly 2 years ago. Reacher season 1 came out. And again, from what I've seen, it looks pretty good. Tom Cruise got a lot bigger. Look, that Tom Cruise movie, I didn't necessarily mind it. I thought it was, I could take it or leave it, really. But this guy as Reacher is fucking, yeah, pretty good. And again, that's from what I've seen. But yeah, no, I'll definitely. Obviously, what season 2 starts December 15th. It said. I will. I don't know if how many episodes is season 1 actually. Hold on a second. Eight episodes. Oh, I could get through that. I could get through that by the 15th. It's only a month. I'll see how I go. But yeah, that trailer's pretty good. I like it. I like it a lot. Yeah. I especially love the clip from season 1 of Reacher in prison. And the guy's picking on the little dude, and then he defends the little dude. Pretty good. It's pretty good. At least it looks pretty good. So yeah, I'm going to watch season 1 and then get into season 2 and see how that goes. But that seems like it's really good. It's funny, you know, like the bit where she says in that trailer, he's got good everything. And then you see him looking at himself in the mirror or whatever. I dare say he's doing something in the bathroom, but he's not like just standing there looking at himself in the mirror, vain and shit. But, you know, if the roles were reversed in that scene and it was some chick looking at herself in the mirror and then there's some dude saying, yeah, she's got good everything, that would be coming across as misogynistic and sexist and all the buzzwords that are out there. So I do find that interesting how, you know, the hypocrisy of that can be shown through a trailer like this, and people are just fine with it. But like I said, if the roles were reversed and it was the other way around, it wouldn't be quite as well received. I'm sure there'd be a lot of feminists and shit out there saying, oh, how sexist is that? Yeah. Interesting. Very interesting. And we might watch it. We might watch a couple of those trailers too this weekend over on the Full Aussie. So get some of the other guys' reactions on the back of the Ute stream, because that's supposed to be a pop culture stream that we do. All right, I don't know if this is really Star Wars related, but we're going to let John F. Trent read the article for us again, like we did last week. Let me just check this over here while that comes up. We're all good. Did I miss anything while we were doing that? No, I got Patrick T's super chat. Perfect. All right. Disney executives reportedly butthurt over South Park joining the Panderverse special. Now, when this came out, I don't know, maybe you guys remember me saying I'm waiting for the bad press, essentially, the bad articles and the backlash to this to really come out. And I have no doubt that Kathleen Kennedy has heard about it. It was trending enough for Kathleen Kennedy to have heard about it. And she would be fuming right now. Fuming. But let's see what this, it's only 4 minutes. Let's see what this article gives us. John F. Trent, take it away.
A new report claims that Disney executives are butthurt over the South Park joining the Panderverse special. Before we get into the report, let's give you a brief overview over South Park joining the Panderverse in case you haven't seen it yet. The special was released on Paramount Plus at the end of October and took a number of shots at the Walt Disney Company and heavily lampooned Lucas.
Let me just get this, being that we were talking about it. Yes, I did watch the Tom Cruise movie. Movies? Did he do more than one? Is that for Reacher? Like I said, I thought it was fine. I didn't think it was great or anything, but I thought it was just fine.
Film President Kathleen Kennedy The episode also turned Kennedy into a meme, mocking her vision as a producer by repeating the same tired and failed formula. Specifically, Eric Cartman becomes Kathleen Kennedy and informs the Disney board how to make their movies. Put a chick in it, make her lame and gay. Following the release of the episode, Midnight's Edge reported on rumors they heard about what the reactions at Disney were like. The channel's founder, Andre Einhorn, stated, "What we have heard is that the powers in Disney and Lucasfilm, like everyone else, knew the episode was coming and they knew it was going to have a go at them, but they didn't know in advance in exactly which way. And what they saw allegedly went beyond anything they ever imagined, than even their worst of nightmares."
Good.
He then shared the behind-the-scenes response. Then at Disney was a mix of shock, embarrassment, feelings of betrayal, and overall butthurt. There apparently were some lines of communication between Disney and Paramount over the course of the weekend.
Didn't know
but from
that.
what I gather, very little constructive came out of it, as apparently many at Disney's end were a tad emotional, especially the true believers of the woke cause, as South Park just gave it a black eye. That minor lip service that was towards criticizing YouTubers and those who would send Kathleen Kennedy hate mail was apparently very little consolation. Einhorn then shared what he had heard about.
Oh, so they're upset that they took so massive shots towards Disney, massive shots towards Kathleen Kennedy, and that the shots that they took towards the fans wasn't enough. I think the reason why is because, I'm sorry, but the fans are sort of right? The fans... it wasn't that the fans came out and then Kathleen Kennedy ruined stuff. Kathleen Kennedy ruined stuff, and then the fans came out of the woodwork and said, "This is bullshit. This is crap." Like the way that they portrayed it in the Panderverse special was like, you know, Cartman created Kathleen Kennedy and Kathleen Kennedy created Cartman, like the fan backlash, the letters and all of that sort of thing. And I don't think that that's the case. They can put it that way and that's fine. You know, I'm not sitting here butthurt saying, you know, it's, oh, how dare they say that we're that petty that we send fucking 1,300 letters and stuff like that. I'm sure people send letters. People have done videos. I've done videos. You could basically say that the videos that we've been doing are sort of like these letters, right? I am butthurt over that because it's true. We did do a lot of that shit. But that didn't create Kathleen Kennedy then saying, oh, we've got to double down. We've got to go even harder. We've got to brainwash these people out of these thoughts. You know? You've been frequenting stream, Jack Show, Flashcast. Frequenting a stream? I've been on Jack Show a few times. Basically, it's more or less if like Anna needs like a few more guests or something like that. If she's missing a few of the guys or whatever. And sometimes like, you know, over on John's channel or Cecil's channel, if they see me in the chat, sometimes they'll send the link out and I'll jump on when I can. Flashcast, yes, more so. I try and get to every single one that I can. Justice, thank you. But yeah, it's been fun. A lot of fun. I love the Jack Show. And I love Flashcast too. Both of them are actually good streams. Appreciate you.
Kathleen Kennedy's reaction to the episode. He said, as for Kathleen Kennedy, she reportedly did not take it well, not at all. He added, from everything we've heard, Miss Kennedy is quite the piece of work. She takes everything personally, and she allegedly reacts with anger, lashing out sometimes through intermediaries. This description of Kennedy appears to be confirmed by former The Mandalorian actress Gina Carano, who shared a bit of satire to X detailing Kennedy's behavior. She said, this is the part where KKK or where KK demands YouTubers get censored off of YouTube for sharing and laughing at this hilarious episode. She'll have YouTube disable the thumbs down option because of the ratio she'll receive. Then she'll have her publicist, Ghouls, make sure Variety and Hollywood Reporter run hit pieces about the South Park creators and their families, smearing their names through every useful idiot she has under her thumb who would sell their soul to work for Lucasfilm. She'll activate her online mob to repeat that the South Park creators are racist, bigot, transphobes, and demand the South Park creators publicly apologize by only using words she approves of. And finally, she'll demand they subject themselves to a re-education course of 45 people in the LBGTQ community Zoom call to sit there and listen of how badly they got their feelings hurt all over a little boop of a South Park episode. But maybe, just maybe, the jig is up. Gina Carano concluded. So that is the report on how Disney executives and Kathleen Kennedy are reacting to South Park joining the Panderverse. Let me know what you make of this. I think it's definitely possible that is indeed the case, that they did not like it. They were embarrassed by it. They are hurt by it. And it's just basically another knock on a tumbling empire that is coming crashing down off the mountain with the failure of...
That's pretty much it. I completely agree. Like, you know, it's about damn time that people started, you know, making these parodies or joking about it. G'day, Russell. I see you, Russell Hall. Yeah, it's about goddamn time. Because and it's not just Star Wars. Obviously, Star Wars for me is where it really started, and there's other things too. We were talking about it earlier. Excuse me, Ghostbusters 2016. You know, they've been doing a lot of damage to our entertainment, to the things that we loved, to all the IPs that we loved in the past, and you know, they thought that they were doing a good thing. They thought that they were being so progressive and, you know, out there and awesome and all of that stuff. And, you know, I think the guys from South Park, they hit the nail on the head with this episode. I do disagree with a couple of the things that they put in, like I said, with the Cartman and Kathleen Kennedy, them creating each other and all of that sort of thing. But you know, all the fans did is respond to what they did. Now, if they want to argue the fact that then Kathleen Kennedy and the execs over at these studios then responded to that backlash, well, I don't think that that's what they did, because this was always their plan, right? To make things more progressive, to make things more woke. So, good. I'm glad they're butthurt. So they fucking should be. Take some responsibility. Take some responsibility for the destruction that you've done. G'day, Steven Salcedo. Good to see you, dude. So they can be butthurt. It ain't going to change the fact that what the special showed us was the absolute truth. Despite the fact that they did it through essentially parody and you know, not really parody, is it? It's more just joking through jokes, through comedy. And it was great. It was fucking great. The guys behind South Park are not on our side. That's fine. They don't have to be. They don't necessarily have to be. But they saw the light with this, because they did this well enough to actually show some truth in what's actually been going on. I mean, it's completely ridiculous. The Panda Stone and all of that sort of thing. Like, it's completely ridiculous. But they did it well enough. They did a good job with it. And the fact that they're the ones that are butthurt over it, and even though they did take some shots at the fans and things like that, we're just sitting here laughing. Tells you something, doesn't it? All right. Fucking hell, man. Before we show this, I've got to show you this ratio. Jesus Christ. So this is the last the final trailer for the Marvels on Marvel Entertainment's YouTube channel with 20.2 million subscribers. It has 127 downvotes to 87,000 thumbs up. I mean, it's still got 87,000 thumbs up, but like, fuck. Let's go. I do find it funny that like Tony Stark, Steve Rogers, none of these characters from what I've heard or seen are even in this movie. But yet, let's push the nostalgia of that. Let's push the nostalgia of that.
Heroes. It's an old-fashioned notion. But the world can still use them.
Ready.
I also just want to point out, I haven't watched this trailer either. I really haven't been paying much attention to anything to do with Marvel or the Marvels, to be honest.
Whatever it takes. Whatever it takes.
Oh, God.
We destroyed Thanos. But it's not over.
My work is inevitable. There will always be more to finish it.
Hang on a second. Okay, I don't know who this character is, but is this like... Okay. I just saw the hammer there for a sec. Or whatever this thing is this supposed to be like a gender-swapped Ronin? Is it? I don't know. It's just the first thing I thought of. But again, it's because it's put a chick in it. Make it lame and gay. Like that's what comes to mind now when you watch things like this. And when I see something like this, that's what I think of.
This is just the beginning. She tore a hole.
Oh, Christopher. Sorry, let me just pause there. I'm raging. Mother is in hospital after having a stroke. That's no good, man. And the car's not working. Dude, my prayers are with you and your mother and your family. I hope she recovers and everything's okay. I'm sorry to hear that, dude. Really sorry to hear that. Come over here. Let me see if I can take your mind off it. I don't know how much I'll be raging because there's nothing to do with Star Wars, really. So, yeah.
In space.
Sorry, let me go back.
This is just the beginning. She tore a hole in space. There's a different reality leading into ours.
Oh, just breathing. This is the thing that I hate is like we're going so far into like the multiverse and stuff like that it does get a little confusing now. And that's probably another reason why I sort of half tapped out. But can we do something better? Can we get something a little bit just normal out of it, please?
What are you prepared to do?
I'm invincible. Your powers only make me stronger.
So you can't be matched.
See, there it is again, that hammer. Like, I don't know.
Can't be matched. Can't be controlled. I'm asking for one last fight.
Oh, shut up, Nick Fury.
Monica! You cannot protect your people. But you can stand tall without standing
Valkyrie.
alone.
They're here.
The Marvels, rated PG-13.
Uh-oh. Monica, you gotta fly.
No.
Black girl magic.
What?
In theaters Friday.
That can't be a line. What did he say? That can't be a line.
Black girl magic.
It is a line. Wow. Black girl magic. That is the cringiest fucking dialogue I think I've ever seen. Not just in Marvel. Why haven't I heard about this? Surely people were talking about this. That's the worst fucking thing I think I've ever fucking heard or seen. Yeah, they fly now. I'm in shock. Black girl magic. I'm just going to use that now. Fucking hell. Have people been taught, like, I mean, again, because of work and shit like that, I don't obviously get to watch everybody's streams and everybody's videos and stuff like that. But guys, like, if you've had the opportunity to see people's streams and they've talked about this trailer, please tell me that this cringe-ass line has come up and how pathetic that is. No, that can't be real. Bree screams white power. No, that you're fucking trolling. But imagine if it was the other way around. Imagine if he was talking to Bree and he's like, "White girl magic." Is the line in the movie? I don't know. I'll find out because, like I said, I got my free ticket. Yeah, no, I thought you were joking. Man. Oh, wow. Watching that made me not even want to watch my free fucking copy. Oh, Flash. Fuck you, Flash. Fucking making me watch this cringe-ass garbage. That, I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say. I mean, I have already seen the end credit scene, which definitely looked pretty cringy as well. And of course, the nostalgia bait of that is just pure nostalgia bait, obviously. That gets a massive thumbs down from me. Black girl magic. Is that Wakanda forever? Or is this different black girl magic? Fucking hell. I just don't even know what to say. Thanks. Thanks, Selfshade. Man, why does StreamYard keep doing this? Fucking up constantly. Constantly. I can't even see myself right now. I'm a black screen. Can you guys see me? There we go. Was I a black screen there for a while? You know what? I'm going to leave and come back because that's the only way that I've been able to notice how to fix it. I'm going to leave the studio and come straight back. I'll literally be like less than a minute. Fucking dog. Roll your dog. Fuck it. I'm going to watch it right now. Get on your Russell. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Go for it. Oh, man. Black screen magic. That's really put me off. That one line. I mean, no, okay, let's just the trailer itself. Nothing about that is enticing. Nothing about that did I really care about. The nostalgia at the beginning of the trailer with, you know, Iron Man and Captain America and stuff like that, it is purely nostalgia bait. And they're trying to use it through the dialogue where Samuel L. Jackson goes, one last fight or whatever. It's like, how many one last fights are we going to get? One last fights are we going to have? But fuck, man, that line, I can't get over it. That is literally put a chick in it, make it lame and gay. I should have left that for last because I just don't know what to say. Yeah, the dangling keys are definitely there. And even from through that trailer, like the acting and the dialogue that we see in there. There's the line from this bit. Let me bring this up. Fucking get away from that. Black girl magic.
She tore a hole in space.
She tore a hole in space. Like, I don't know. That even that line comes across as cringy in the way that she's acting it. And you don't even see much of it.
Tore a hole in space.
Ugh. Will Seals clap? I think they already are. I saw that Grizzy put out a video of the Seals clapping. Oh my God. Yes. Yes, yes, yes.
They came bounding over.
Fuck off! Disney! You fucking cunt!
Yes, yes, yes. God, I don't want to watch this movie. Flash. Fuck you. Okay. All right, seeing as we're on the Marvels stuff, let's take a look at Kevin Feige's interview with Entertainment Tonight on the red carpet. I don't know. We might watch it. We might watch the whole thing. We'll see. It's just under 5 minutes, so it's pretty long, you know, for an interview. Fuck, I took this out of the fridge because I thought I'd get through this can quicker, and it's gotten warm. You know what? Give me a sec. I'll be right back. But I'm going to play you something. What am I going to play you, though? Did I give you the South Park clip again? I just need that clip. No, we'll play it anyway. Fuck it.
You'd better put a chick in it. And make it fucking gay as fuck.
Going somewhere?
it lame!
Put her on a path of her own choosing, so that no matter which direction she takes, we'll always be one step ahead of her.
What?
That is so lame!
Flash, Yellow Flash is making you watch the Marvels. Yeah, because he wants to talk about it on Flashcast this weekend. So he sent everyone a free ticket. Free ticket. So yes, he's making us watch it. Patrick T for 2 says, you got to watch it. Mr. Media Rhino. Yeah, I got to fucking watch it. I don't have to. It's not like Flash is like saying, oh, you can only come on Flashcast if you watch it. But like, for the sake of the conversation, for the sake of like being involved in, obviously the stream is going to be predominantly around the Marvels. It's what's come out. It's what's released. So, you know, I think I'll do him the solid and actually watch it so that I can contribute a bit to the conversation, as much as I really don't want to. At least I don't have to pay for it. At least he doesn't have to pay for it. At least none of us have to fucking pay for it. Give fucking Marvel money, Disney money. All right, let's watch Kevin Feige on the red carpet. Look at that face, man. That freeze frame, that pause is fucking horrid. All right, let's go. You ready? You ready? Let's go.
How you doing? This is pretty cool.
Good, it's super cool. Yes.
A flirkin on the sphere.
A giant flicking flirkin. That's very awesome.
A giant freaking flirkin. Okay, let's do a quick State of the Union.
Why do these interviews and these interviewers always seem so cringy and awkward? And they're just people. Fucking talk to him. Kevin Feige's nothing special.
Of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, because there's a lot of energy surrounding Marvel. There's a lot of headlines, things going on, things that might be true, things that may not be true. What can you say, trying to get you to summarize this in a soundbite, about the direction of the MCU and kind of your vision going forward? Is there anything you want to clarify?
The Marvels comes out on Friday.
Great.
Finale of Loki on Thursday. Those are two giant things.
Those are.
I love how he thinks that they're two giant things. Patrick T for 2 says, better you suffer than me. Yeah. Yep. Thanks, Patrick. I will be suffering the whole time. But I'll do it. Loki? Really? The hosts are paid to act like idiots. Yeah. Well, it certainly comes across as they're fucking idiots. Yeah, Gary does demand. Well, he doesn't really demand. I don't think he throws the demands out there. I think if somebody said, look, I've really got no interest. I really don't want to watch it. If you guys want to talk about it, that's fine. I'll just sit back and listen while you guys talk about it. I'm sure he'd be fine with it. But, you know, I think he much prefers his panels to have watched the movie or the show so that there can be contributions from everybody when it comes to actually talking about it, you know, the discussion. Giant things, laughing emojis. I agree. I mean, Loki, I watched Loki season 1. I haven't watched Loki season 2 at all. No interest whatsoever. I've been tapped out of the MCU pretty much since Loki season 1. The only way that I watch the Marvel stuff now is either through somebody like Disparu or Gary or Ryan. That's really it. And then I'll have these discussions here and there with like Flashcast crew and stuff like that. But that's really it. I'm not watching the shit. But for him to think that the Marvels and Loki are two massive things, is there anything, and the question was, is there anything that you want to clarify? What are you clarifying? Stuff that we already know, that we're getting the finale of Loki season 2 and the Marvels are coming out? That's it? That's the answer to that question? It's like Deflector X.
Those are two giant things that I like to look far, far ahead, which we can't talk about, and what's immediate. And, you know, those two projects that are being unveiled to the fans within 2 days
are going to be
represents about 5 years of work of about thousands and thousands of people. But to me, that's the focus.
My favorite thing you always say, you're like, some people like to talk, me, not so much.
That's true too.
The final trailer came out for the Marvels, and it kind of threw the gauntlet. We see Tessa.
Yeah. Black woman magic. Black girl magic. That's all I got from that final fucking trailer.
The final trailer came out for the Marvels, and it kind of threw the gauntlet. We see Tessa Thompson. We see another character kind of walk by, and everyone's going,
Who is it?
Who is it?
Who is it? What's the top theory?
Okay, my safety.
It's if you guys, if you care about spoilers, then I'm concerned. It's the end credit scene, the scene that they're talking about, and it's her mum, and she doesn't know that it's her daughter. And we see Beast. Whoop-de fucking do.
School is that I think it might be Maria, but my Yale or Harvard is that it's Storm.
I've never heard that. Safety school or Yale or Harvard?
It would have been, honestly, I think it would have been better if it was Storm. I don't think it would have made it any better, but I think it would have been just better overall if it was actually Storm.
Yeah, like, you know when you're applying for colleges and you're like, I think it's probably this, but if it's this, I'm going to lose my mind, but I don't want to, you know, it's...
I did not apply to Yale or Harvard.
I did not either. You heard it here
Holocron.
first. But given that, what can you say about the Marvels' impact on the future of the MCU, the next phase?
I mean, everything is a building block in the broader story. That's just part of the fun. But really, it's the fun of the movie. The movie has a beginning, a middle, and an end.
Mm-hmm.
And what Mia has worked on for so long, for so hard with Brie and with Tiana and with Amon especially, again, as I said, represents years of very hard work. And it's this experience and the fun of this movie that is what I want people to focus on.
I remember being in Hall H a couple years ago, not the one I hosted, as the year before that,
Yes.
Where you said all of these things, you had all these announcements, and then you're like, and we can't even talk about mutants yet, but we will eventually. And now we're at a point where Kamala, we know, is one of the first times we hear the word mutant in the MCU. So I know you don't show your cards, but I know how much you love the freaking X-Men. Is there anything you can say about how delicate that is to you and kind of what the plan is? When are we going to hear something?
I don't know if it's delicate. It's super exciting, but the X-Men are as solid and rich and great a concept and characters as exist. The return of the animated series next year, which we're very excited about.
Oh, I'm so dreading that. Now, if there was one thing that was actually going to pique my interest in regards to watching it, not pique my interest because I think that they're going to do it well, but piqued my interest in regards to actually just wanting to watch it just to see what they do, it is that animated series. It's the continuation of the 90s X-Men animated show to see what they do with it. Not because I think that they're going to do it well. I actually think that it's going to be quite destructive just based on what we've been getting from the MCU. But I love the X-Men. Guys in the chat, who's your favorite X-Men? X-Men. How do you say that? Who's your favorite X-Men? Mine's Gambit. Remy LeBeau. You know Eric and Charles? Instead of being Eric Lencher and Charles Xavier, they were actually going to be... I was going to name them, one of them Remy and one of them LeBeau. So I could say Remy LeBeau. Gambit. Yes, Gambit. He is the bomb. Wolverine. I mean, Wolverine is definitely up there. I'll say that. Yes, it is a great fucking show. Nightcrawler. He is a great character as well. So is Rogue. I mean, this is the thing. The entire series, there's so many good characters. As a kid, it was Cyclops. Yeah. But this is the thing, like it's so rich. The character work in X-Men is so rich. Gambit, Cyclops. That's fair enough. Fair enough. Oh, I'm dreading this the continuation of this story. Just it's one of those things where like these people that are making these shows just give me they've given me nothing to put any faith in them that they can actually do it well. It's the same with Star Wars. It's the same with the MCU. Oops, this one. Jennifer Lawrence is the first. Jennifer Lawrence is authentic. Yeah. Hang on, where's that Christopher Barker one? MCU X-Men will be ruined by crappy humor and crappy MCU formula. I agree. Patrick T's tapped out. Came to laugh at you. What did you say? Hold on. That's true. Morph. This is the thing. Even the movies, there's been some good movies and there's been some bad movies. I still put Logan right at the very top. X-Men 1 and 2 were really good. But the animated series, it's up there with like I haven't watched the entirety of like the Batman animated series. But like it's up there with how people talk about that. And if they're going, I mean, this is the thing. I think that a lot of especially the early first season of the animated stuff, Jubilee, very, very like forefront center. You know, the fact that we've got people out there that still sort of say that, you know, X-Men, it's pretty outdated sort of name and all of that sort of thing. Or we had that a couple of years ago. Fucking hell. Darth Spampton for his 1 month member chat. Thank you. MCU X-Men will make Fox X-Men look like classics. I agree with that. Even just based on what I saw in the end credit scene for the Marvels. That's evident. First Class is one of the best. Yes. First Class was good too. I thought Days of Future Past wasn't too bad. That might be controversial. X-Men Origins Wolverine, that was average. I didn't really like that. I think it's Origins. Or was it the Wolverine? Which one's the one with Silver Samurai? That's the Wolverine, isn't it? Didn't like that one. Anyway, let's continue.
About. I saw some new final episodes today, which really bring you back to that core of the rich and great a concept and characters as exist. The return of the animated series next year, which we're very excited about. Yes. And I saw some new final episodes today, which really bring you back to that core of who the X-Men are and that soap opera. That
I don't believe you, Kevin.
And then in live action, people will see, perhaps soon.
Yeah, we've had a lot of new characters enter the fold since Endgame. We could sit here for hours and talk about every single one, but
Let's.
You know what?
Let's
Thank
do
you
it.
for giving me that
Yes.
exclusive.
Yes.
Oh my God, Kevin, I knew I was your favorite. I'm just going to pick one out of a hat, though.
Okay.
Harry Styles, we saw him in the Eternals. It's been 2 years. Have you guys had any more talks? Are we going to see him?
No one cares about the Eternals.
He's excited. We're excited. We will see. You introduce a lot of new characters in a lot of movies and a lot of tags.
Yes.
Yes. Where do the tag folk reappear? That's
Where
a good
do?
question.
Yes, and then there's this Taylor Swift, this Dazzler rumor going
Right,
around. There's
right.
just so much.
A lot of musicians.
A lot of musicians.
Yes.
It's,
Yeah. Bring Lizzo over. I mean, Star Wars did it. Why not?
we need. Well, I was gonna say we need a Marvel musical, but we actually got one.
Rogers the Musical.
We got Rogers the
Yes.
Musical, so
Yes.
never mind. Okay,
Oh,
one
cringe.
specific thing I want to ask you that was in the headlines is this idea that some fallen Avengers could make their return. Anything you can say about that? I know this answer.
No. Is that the answer?
Yeah.
Fallen Avengers returning. Is that a new? I've not literally not even seen that. Is that a new rumor?
Yeah, it was like one of the things that were talked about at this retreat where Scarlett Johansson and Robert Downey Jr. possibly returning at some point.
We did not discuss that. He's the truth.
Okay.
We're doing a project with Scarlett. I love Robert. He's a part of the family.
Oh, so he just contradicted himself in the answer, though. He said that no, we haven't even discussed that. We're doing a project with Scarlett. Like, okay, so what? You're going to recast her as a different character, or you are actually doing something with Scarlett Johansson? Or did the lawsuit fuck all of that up? Her suing your ass.
But in terms of returning, we'll have to see.
Okay, my final question for you. What's up with the Star Wars movie? Is it happening? I know that's like...
Oh, we got a Star Wars question. Whoa. All right.
What's up with the Star Wars movie? Is it happening? I know that's like... Is it happening?
Any Star Wars movie?
Yours.
No.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good seeing you.
Straight out. Straight out, just no. Okay. Straight out, just no. I mean, we don't want Kevin Feige over in Star Wars anyway. We don't even want him for Marvel anymore. There you go, guys. I wish we could say a lot to look forward to. It looks like we've got a lot of cringe to look forward to. Yeah, good. Good. Yeah, look how angry he sounded. I know. I know. It was very interesting there at the end. Oh, well, there you have it. The answer to that question is a straight out no. All right, I saw this, and I didn't even know that this was a thing. So I just wanted to share it with you guys really quickly. Daisy Ridley's new movie earns less than 1 million. Can't even crack box office top 10. Now, this movie is called The Marsh King's Daughter. Let's see if we can find a trailer for this. Give me a sec. I should have brought this up earlier. The Marsh... Oh. King's Daughter movie trailer. I mean, Star Wars, I will say, destroyed Daisy Ridley's career. I feel anyway. But the fact that it can't even crack $1 million at the box office, that's pretty funny. That's pretty funny.
What you got here? It's habitat. Here's a habitat for? A baby deer. It sleeps over here beside the rocks to keep it safe from hunters. Smart deer.
Elena Erickson?
What are you doing in my house?
What's going on?
Your father, Jacob Holbrook. When was the last time you spoke to him? When I was 10 years old.
I'm confused. I thought your parents died in a car accident.
That's what I told you.
Holbrook, he's the Marsh King guy that I heard about on the radio.
He and another prisoner escaped last night.
Jacob Holbrook, the so-called Marsh King, abducted Beth Erickson and held her for 12 years in the wilderness with the daughter she gave birth to while in captivity.
Hope I'm not trespassing or anything.
You have to go, please.
Father!
I think he's coming for me.
I wish you would have told me the truth.
He gave me this after my first kill. These were the only tears my father ever wanted to see.
You'll always be my little shadow.
Now I realized the person I believed in the most was really a monster.
This means we're family. It means owned, not family. Don't confuse the two.
Looks stupid.
What's going on, Helena?
That's why no one cares.
He's here.
Miracle!
Has that been in your room the whole time?
Mm-hmm.
You must always protect your family.
Oh, God.
Helena, it's me.
This is where we belong.
I waited my whole life to see you again. I wasn't sure what I would feel when I did.
We can still all be a family.
I don't really understand it, like, from that trailer. I'm a little confused. Maybe I missed something. Oh, we don't want to do that. Yeah, I don't really what. What is this called? Hunting Bad. But yeah, anyway, look, I just saw it. I thought it was funny, the fact that she Daisy Ridley can't pull a box office, basically. No matter how hard they try. No matter how hard they try. It might be something that, like, if it ever comes up on TV and there's nothing to watch, you know, maybe I'll sit there and, you know, entertain the idea of watching it, but no, not for me. Don't care. All right, let's take a look here. I just saw this as well, and I just wanted to share this with you, and it's kind of like good at the same time as it's like, ha 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 ha, fuck you, Disney. So Disney's streaming businesses lose $387 million in Q4 of 2023. They're just losing money hand over fist. And this is the other thing that I was sort of saying when I think Ahsoka was out and we're talking about the budgets and like there was obviously that report that came out about the Kenobi show only having the $90 million budget and how She-Hulk had a $250 million budget. Where is the revenue coming back from? Like, where are they getting that from? They're clearly not getting it through their streaming service, but that's where they're showing all of this stuff. I mean, they've got to get back to making movies, but and putting them through theaters and actually getting a box office out of them. But also, too, they need to make good movies. I mean, so many people are tapped out of the MCU that look at what's happening with the Marvels right now. They can't even get a decent audience. I mean, I saw a tweet from Lorena Creel of her in the theater, and the theater was like empty. Now, look, I know I'm not saying that she did this or anything. It could very well be the case that it was a very empty theater. But, you know, people might go there early, take a photo of empty seats, and then play it up. I don't think that's what somebody like Lorena would do. I'm not saying that. But, like, from what I've seen, this movie, The Marvels, the MCU was so... my sister... I've got videos on my channel of me talking to my sister about the MCU and stuff like that. And the entire reason why she ended up getting, one of the reasons why she ended up getting Disney Plus was because of the MCU. And now it's gotten to the point where she started watching things like WandaVision and a few of the other shows that they put on there. And slowly over time, she's become super disinterested. Like she doesn't care anymore. Not like she did when it came out. Well, we had that 10 years of good storytelling, or at least decent storytelling. I know there are some movies in there that aren't good. Don't get me wrong. My dad. Now, my dad has always been, he's loved Star Trek. He loves Stargate. He loves these kinds of fantasy, sci-fi kind of shows. Always has. Always has. And I wouldn't necessarily say that MCU stuff is sci-fi. It's more fantasy, isn't it, than sci-fi. But he got into the MCU massively to the point where he's got every single movie in that 10 years that we had up until Endgame on DVD. He's got them all on Blu-ray. In fact, there was a Christmas where he wrote a list of the ones that he did have and the ones that he didn't have, and what he wanted for Christmas was some of the movies that he didn't have. Your dad's a nerd, Rhino. I know, he is. But that's where my nerdness comes from. It 100% is because of my dad. And that just goes to show, again, in regards to what they talk about with, these new audiences and stuff like that, right? It's generational. It gets passed down from generation to generation, just like anything else. My dad passed down that love for sci-fi, fantasy, and all of that sort of thing to me. As I would hope that one day when I have kids, I can pass those stories down to them and they love them. They might not, and that's fine. But it's generational. It's not just you can, pander to these groups and then they're just going to love it and they're going to buy all the stuff. It's not how that works. So, yeah. I don't know where Disney's making money at the moment. And I think based on what we've seen with their stock and everything absolutely plummeting, wasn't it only a couple of years ago that their stock was like 200 something bucks a share? And we're down into like the $80 mark, something like that. Like that's telling, man. That's real telling. Cellshade for 4 months says that image should have used Hide Your Pain, Harold. I'm sorry, that's going a little over my head. Maybe it shouldn't, but it is. Is that this? Thank you, Cellshade, for your 4-month membership too. Anyway, look, Disney's losing money hand over fist. No one's really interested in watching their movies. The ones that aren't going back to watch it again. Like when Infinity War came out, I think I saw that in the theaters 3 times. I think I saw it 3 times in the theaters. That's one person buying 3 tickets to go and see it. I would have only watched it twice, but I think the 3rd time I went with another mate that hadn't seen it yet. And he's like, I don't want to go by myself. I'm like, all right, I'll go with you. I liked it enough that I'll go again. Let's get Disney stock to drop lower than 50. Mate, I don't think we need to try. I think that they're doing the damage themselves. I really don't think that we need to do anything. All we need to do is continue, not necessarily continue watching the stuff, but just continue talking about it the way that we're talking about it, if that's how you feel about it. I'm not going to say be disingenuous and just say this is shit for the sake of saying that it's shit. If you truly did go and see it, or you truly watch the show or the movie or whatever it is, and you truly believe that it's shit, and you've got reasons why, and you can articulate those reasons, then I don't think we need to do anything more than that to tank their stock. It's going to tank itself. They're doing it to themselves. Put a chick in it, make it lame and gay. That's all they need to do, and it will tank itself. My daughter rewatched the hell out of Infinity War and Revenge of the Sith. Yeah. Because it's good. And it doesn't matter how many times you watch it, even though you know what's happening. It's still, like, even to this day, when I watch something like Revenge of the Sith, for example, Infinity War, it's so good. Even that scene where Thor comes in, bring me Thanos. Like, man, I got goosebumps just saying that then. It's such a great moment in these movies. Revenge of the Sith, when Obi-Wan's fucking, you were my brother, Anakin. I loved you. Like, I know that line's coming. I know that that's happening. And I'm still sitting there going, fuck you, Anakin. Why? Things like that that's what makes them so timeless, because it doesn't matter how many times you've watched it. It doesn't matter how many times you know that these lines or these scenes or whatever's coming, you want to see it again. You want to hear it again. Anyway, they're tanking their own stock. They're tanking their own company. So, good for them. All right, I'm finding it hard to pick one to remove here. And I'm going to give you guys the choice. It needs to be one of... This is for Seal of the Week. So I've got one from our good friend Dan, who has been nominated many times. So he's definitely in. But then I've got 3 from Jacob, and I've got 1 from Sarah. We will pick... But we've got 3 from Jacob, so I want you to pick one of the Jacob ones, but we're going to stick with that one. All right, I've got 2 that we're going to pick from. Before we do, Arbru drops 10 gift memberships. Thank you very, very much. Appreciate that. Really do, man. You guys are being fucking awesome today. Super chats, member chats, fucking gift memberships. You guys have been fucking on fire. Love you guys. Fucking the best. Got one of the best chats on the internet. And now all of you new members can also drop seal clap emojis when we do Seal of the Week. All right, let me give you your choices. So, both of these are from Jacob. The first one is, it's simply the best Star Wars film, as well as one of the best mainstream blockbusters of the previous decade. I was talking about The Last Jedi. And the other one is from Jacob again. So that's 1 in the chat if you want that one. And this is 2 in the chat if you want this one to be the nominee for this week. This picture of George Lucas and J.J. Abrams at the premiere of The Last Jedi, The Force Awakens, is the best thing to ever come out of Star Wars. I love how Jacob, nearly every tweet, this is the best thing in Star Wars ever. This is the best thing that's ever come out of Star Wars. This is the best scene in all of Star Wars. This is the best saga I've ever seen. This is better. Like, fucking stupid. He's an absolute moron. Okay, so we got 2 votes for 1. We got a vote for 2. Get your votes in the chat. 1 is for this take here on The Last Jedi, and the other one is for J.J. Abrams and George Lucas. It looks like George Lucas is about to, like, headbutt him. And J.J. looks actually quite fearful in this picture. Looks scared. So let's see. Oh, there's a few more 1s than there are 2s. Star round. I'm sorry. Both are crap. Yes, no, I agree with that. Jacob must be a robot. I think, yeah, I honestly, truly think that this Jacob person is like a low-level Disney Star Wars, Disney Lucasfilm employee or something. 2, if I had to choose one. 2, Jacob must be a Disney bot. Yes, I think that too. I still think there's more 1s in there than there are 2s at this point. All right, I think it's 1, guys. Sorry to all those people that did pick number 2. This one here, it's a good nominee, but it's gone. The 1's got it. Melissa's come in with the 1 there. The 1's definitely have it. All right, this is democracy. Here we go. Here we go. Australia stole our sun. Man, it's fucking hot. It is fucking hot. Where's my fucking thing? There it is.
I'm all the Jedi.
All right. I should have blown this up a little bit so that you guys can actually at least see what I'm reading here. All right. From our good friend and a previous winner of a few of Seal of the Week, we have Dan as number 1, nominee number 1. This scene is actually so well done. Kenobi wasn't the best overall. Well, we can all agree with that. It was actually pretty shit. But it did have some really great scenes. I disagree with that. Reva's characterization, playing off of Darth Vader, was a continual highlight across the series. And I'm not going to play this whole thing.
I will tolerate your weakness no longer.
Yeah, it's fucking stupid. Actually, some of the Darth Vader Reva scenes were some of the worst scenes, I think, in the entire fucking show. I mean, Reva's scenes overall, just her scenes in general, were just fucking shit. Dan the Clown, I agree. So that's nominee number 1, guys. Nominee number 2 comes from Sarah. Sarah, I don't know. Shin Hati is TLOML. I don't know what that stands for. Gay, maybe. Screaming, crying, throwing up. Love hearts. So loves the fact that these two are like, she's shipping these characters. This is what Disney Star Wars fans are. They're shippers and pronoun people. Would not surprise me in the slightest if we see she, her in the fucking thing. And bisexual, of course, because that matters. 23 years old. I feel sorry for you. So the shipper gets a nominee for number 2. And then we've got Jacob. Oh, the Disney Star Wars bot. Obi-Wan and Darth Vader's duel in Kenobi is still one of the best duels of the entire saga. Truly, the rematch that I never expected to see, but am beyond thankful we received. Okay. It is the most destructive shit. Arguably up there with the destruction of Luke Skywalker in regards to the characters and the characters like from Revenge of the Sith to A New Hope. So, Jacob, you get nominee number 3, and you also get nominee number 4 with the one that you guys picked with his take on The Last Jedi. It's simply the best Star Wars film, as well as one of the best mainstream blockbusters of the previous decade. They're your 4 nominees for this week's Seal of the Week. I'm going to put the poll in the chat. No, I need to go there. Start poll. Seal of the Week. Fuck, I said this was going to be a shorter stream, and it's nearly 2 hours still. I don't know how to do short streams. All right, poll is in the chat. So let's just go through them again. There's Dan with number 1. Nominee number 1 is Dan. Nominee number 2 is Sarah. Don't know how you say your name. Don't really care. Then we've got Jacob with his take on Vader and Obi-Wan's duel in the Kenobi series. And then we've also got Jacob with his take on The Last Jedi. Get your votes in, and we'll come back to that in a second. Okay, I think I had this up last week, and I don't think we talked about it. But do you remember we watched a video, this was a few weeks ago, of that chick unpacking the stuff that Lucasfilm or Disney sent to her, and she had it was all through the Ahsoka stuff. Well, she copped a little bit of backlash for that. I was one of those people that said you're a fucking Disney shill. And of course you're going to praise it because they send you stuff for free. This is a little video that she put out there reacting to the people that reacted to her. Now, before we actually push play on this, I want to say something. I am not beyond criticism. I am putting stuff out onto the internet for people to watch. Now, if people disagree with me, and I know that there are people in the chat right now that have disagreed with me, Christopher Barker being one of them. We've had many disagreements. There's been a few others that I've had many disagreements with, right? And it depends on how you have those conversations, will depend on the outcome, obviously. But at the end of the day, if you're putting stuff out there, you're opening yourself up to criticism. If you've got a problem with that, then stop making it. If your skin is too thin that you can't cop people saying you're a fucking shill, that video that you put out there was cringe as fuck, I agree with those sentiments. But you are not beyond criticism. If people want to go out there and throw the death threats and stuff like that out there, that's on them. That ain't me, and I disagree with doing that. I've copped them. Not as many as probably a lot of other people, a lot of other bigger channels and stuff like that, but I have. Anyway, let's have a listen to what she has to say.
So I'm going to share with you what happened a couple weeks ago, and just keep in mind, I am one person and this is one incident. Stuff like this happens every single day, whether you see it or not. I posted a video that was an unboxing of the new Ahsoka toy line from Hasbro that they gifted me, and I was
that they gifted me. It's the fact that they gifted it to you that's actually the more shilly kind of, that makes you a shill. It does. If you're going to sit there and you're not going to you're not, when you get stuff for free, you're not necessarily going to sit there and look at it objectively from your own perspective. It's kind of like the same thing with those people that got the free tickets to the hotel, the Star Wars hotel, right? You can't take their videos and stuff like that as maybe they truly did think that, but I'm not going to sit there and think that. Yeah, she fucking is a shill.
Really excited about it. I
Good
love
for you.
Star Wars. I love collecting, and I was excited to share it with my following. But someone on Twitter decided to repost my video, and they said this, and here are some of the lovely responses.
She's a retard. That's funny. She is. We didn't gatekeep hard enough. Like, they turned the Boys franchise in an exclusively girls franchise. Well, I wouldn't say that that's a lie either. That's pretty much true, isn't it? Yeah.
On that tweet.
These idiots get freebies from Disney. Oh, that hurt her feelings. Being called an idiot. Oh my God. Get a thicker skin or get off the internet.
A YouTuber decided to make an entire video making fun of my content, and
hey, I did a stream on your video making fun of your content. Get a thicker skin. Get a thicker fucking skin or get off the internet. Get over yourself. You are not beyond criticism. No one is, not even me. Now, I can read some of the comments on my videos and stuff like that, and I can sit back and say, okay, I think that person's comment, that person's a retard. In my eyes, they think I'm a retard. Okay, we agree to disagree. You're a retard. I'm a retard. We're all just retards. Get over it.
And then personally attacked me.
We're not sending him toys to review. We want the young crowd, the hip, the TikTokers. You're right.
Why is she dressed like Holdo?
Well, I agree. Why is she dressed like Holdo and he does the same hair flick? Okay. He hates you. He doesn't like you. Get over it. Not everybody has to like you. Not everybody likes me.
This Ahsoka headpiece is absolutely adorable, and it talks.
Adorable. Is it a boy or a girl?
Chatterback Chopper.
Does it matter?
Criminal, super cute.
So cringy.
Just sent me
Oh,
the news.
God, I'm gonna be sick.
And then he posted this to his 30,000 subscribers.
Oh, these 30,000. What? Who did you post that video to? Who are you posting this video to? Criticizing him for criticizing you. How many followers, how many subscribers do you have? It's so hypocritical.
Who then also attacked me in his comments.
Oh,
and he liked every single one.
So you can't like the comments?
Including this one about unaliving me.
You ever get the urge to hold someone's head underwater until they stop twitching? No? Me either. This chick needs to get over herself.
I don't lose sleep over this, but I'm not.
No, it sounds like you kind of do. It sounds like you kind of do.
I'm not going to let you tell me that this doesn't exist. I hope you learned something today, and I hope the community as a whole can do better.
I don't think nobody's saying that it doesn't exist. These people are definitely out there, and these things definitely happen, but it happens to literally everyone. Not everyone likes everyone. Do better. Get over yourself. Get over yourself. My God. I don't lose sleep over this. It really does sound like you do lose sleep over it. It really, really does. Star Wars Marvel Purist for 3 months says, started live streams 2 weeks ago. Check them out, please. All right, I will. On YouTube, I'm guessing. Let's go. Star Wars. Is it all just one word? Is your channel name the same as your name here? Marvel Purist. Did I spell that right? I did. Star Wars Marvel Purist. Hey, you've got a couple of streams up. I'm going to subscribe. And I'm going to put the link here in the chat for you guys. Star Wars Marvel Purist has always been a supporter of mine. He supports a few others in the community like Darth Melvin and Tim, Open Airlock Policy. Please go over and give him a sub. He's sitting at 57 subscribers right now. We're not going to be going much longer, but we've got 35 people, 33 people watching. Let's see if we can get a few more over there. Let's see if we can get him to, I don't know. I don't know how much reach I've got. I don't know how much people like to listen to me. It'd be nice to get him to, let's say, 70. 13 more. We've got 33 people here. Surely not all of you are subscribed to him. Give him a sub. Let's help a few people out here. We'll come back to that and we'll have a look in a sec. All right, let's get rid of that one. Oh, man. There's a promotion that they've dropped for the Young Jedi series. Young Jedi Adventures. I don't really care. Oh, fuck it. Let's just watch it. It's a minute long. The thing is I actually don't have a problem with this. I have a problem with this if they start pandering to the kids, right? Yeah, so I've got a problem when it starts, being pushed, like narratives and certain things like that are being pushed. I don't have a problem with this necessarily because this is just getting younger people interested in Star Wars, like real young kids, like really young. We're talking toddlers here, getting them interested and liking Star Wars. And I don't have a problem with that. This obviously is not connected, I believe, in any way, shape, or form to canon or anything like that. It is purely just a kids' show for the entertainment of children to basically try and get them into Star Wars and liking these adventures and things like that. So I don't necessarily have a problem with this, other than the fact that it's just Disney that make it. So let's just watch this. See what.
Starlight Beacon.
Oh, I might actually get taken down for this, though. Well, not taken down, but the stream might stop if I don't pause it enough. Hey, at least there's aliens and fucking droids in this, Tony Gilroy.
Look at this place. Wow.
Ah, the younglings from Tanu. And guests? This is unexpected. We had started to think we got lost. I am Master Maru.
It's an honor to meet you, Master Maru. Sorry we missed the tour. We stopped to answer a distress call.
That was us. Hi. Helping those in need, eh? You three are promising young Jedi. What is this?
It's a Tanu tree sapling.
Ah, it's beautiful. Thank you. The Jedi Order and the Republic built this station to help and connect people throughout the Outer Rim. You've done exactly that today.
Oh, that's it. Okay. Didn't even really need to watch it. It's fine. It's fine. All right. Let's wrap up Seal of the Week and we'll wrap up the stream. All righty. Let me share this. Let's see how this poll is going. Oh, absolute domination today. So, okay, if you guys want to quickly get in some last-minute votes, we've got 20 votes in there. That is nominee number one, Dan, with his take on Reva's characterization and how they, the scenes between Vader and Reva are really good in the Kenobi show. We've got a shipper this week, loving Shin and Sabine being shipped. We've got Jacob, the bot, with his take on the duel between Obi-Wan and Vader in the Kenobi series. And we've got Jacob again with his take on The Last Jedi. They're your 4 nominees. Get some last-minute votes in. No? No. All right, we're ending the poll. I've always got to make sure that I just give it a cup, like at least 30 seconds because of the delay through the stream, just in case. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's end it. Okay, so in last place, we've got a tie with 15% of the vote is number 3. So Jacob's first one on his the duel between Obi-Wan and Vader. And number 1, Dan. Didn't quite make it this week, Dan. Sorry, but his take on Reva's characterizations and how her and Vader play off are actually really good. Highlights. In second place is Sarah, however you want to say her name, with 25% of the vote. The shipper, shipping these 2 characters. She loves it. And then the winner of this week's Seal of the Week, I know he couldn't lose last week because he had all the nominations last week, but is number 4, Jacob, with 44% of the vote. With this take, it's simply the best Star Wars film. I thought this was going to get it, as well as one of the best mainstream blockbusters of the previous decade. He couldn't be more wrong. But congratulations, Jacob. You win again this week's Seal of the Week.
I'm all the Jedi.
That's it, guys. We are done for another week. Next week, we've got Casual Rage 150. I'll try and organize something special for it. Maybe get on a guest or 2. And it really depends on what there is to talk about. Like I said, there wasn't really much to talk about this week in regards to Star Wars. Oh, hang on. I missed this, I think. $5 from I Came to Laugh at You. Thanks for showing me the Disney Star Wars clips I've been avoiding. You're welcome. Fuck Disney. You're welcome. You're welcome. Here you go.
They came bounding over.
Fuck off, Disney! You fucking cunt! Thank you. I came to laugh at you. Appreciate you. I think we are all clear on the Streamlabs side. Thanks, Arbaru, for that super chat over there. Appreciate you. Guys, again, I just want to say thank you to everybody here, everyone in the chat, all the members, the guys that gifted memberships today, Arbaru, Grant, and Clemson. Appreciate you guys massively. Thank you so much for that. And all you guys are the best. Got one of the best chats on the internet, I believe. Let me bring this up really quickly. So this is Star Wars Marvel Purists channel. Oh, what's going on there? I'm going to drop the link again in the chat for you guys. Please go over and give him a sub. So after my sub, I think it went to 57. I think he was on 56. Let's give it a little refresh here. Oh, 6 more. Come on, guys. There's 6 people in the chat. I want to try and get him to 70. Let's get him to 70 subscribers. He's doing live streams. He's doing live streams. The High Republic sucks. Yes, it does. Can't hold a candle to the EU. I completely agree. Completely agree. Why can't I hear anything?
Pitched to do a freaking Palpatine book, dude.
Hey, you got a good amount of chat. People in the chat there. You've got a good amount of likes.
It's not like Tarkin isn't interesting or cool or whatever, but fuck. I mean, and now with what Disney did, maybe we're better off that it wasn't a Palpatine book, but with the amount of cool shit that was in Plagueis, I think a Palpatine book, especially under the ownership of George Lucas and not Disney, would have been fucking badass.
Awesome. I might have to go and rewatch that stream. Let me give it another refresh here quickly. 66. Come on, 4 more. 4 more. There's 4 people in the chat that are not subscribed to Star Wars Marvel Purist. And I would greatly appreciate it, and so would he, if you could just go over there and hit that subscribe button. Simple. All you got to do is click on the link that I just put in the chat and click subscribe, and you're done. And you're done. That's it. 3 more. 3 more. Come on. I want to wrap up my stream. I got to go get my passport photo. Going to do law vids too. Nice. Thank you so much, Rhino. You're welcome, man. You're always here supporting. You're always here, you know, hanging out, contributing to the chat and everything. It's the least I can do. It's the least I can do. 72. We did it. We did it. We got to the target. If you guys still haven't subscribed, go over and give him a sub. Let's see. Let's get into that 100. The 100's the first hard milestone. Yes, you guys are awesome. Fuck, subbed, awesome. 70 done. Yes, 70 is done. Just subscribe, Nuisance Bird. You guys are the best. You guys are the best. The fucking best. 73 even. It's going to keep ticking. All right. Let's get 80. Yes, go over and get him 80. Thank you, guys. You guys are awesome. Love you. If you want something to watch, obviously the Jack Show's coming up real soon. Who's doing that this week? Whose channel is that going to be on? Let's see. Oh, it's on Anna's channel. I'm going to drop that link in the chat as well. There is the link to the Jack Show. Go over and give her a Rhino raid. Awesome. She's got a poll already going. It says, is Cecil gay? And she's got yes. And I don't know how many percent that is, but it's 1 with multiple zeros percent. They're both exactly the same answer. Anyway, guys, you guys are awesome. Thank you for being here. We'll see you next week for Casual Rage 150. Hopefully I can try and get out a video or 2 for you over the next coming weeks. And that'll be awesome too. Thank you. We will see you next week. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.
They came bounding over.
Fuck off! Disney! You fucking cunt!
You'd better.
Oh my God, just work.
You'd better put a chick in it. gay as fuck.
Going somewhere?
And I want it lame!
Put her on a path of her own choosing, so that no matter which direction she takes, we'll always be one step ahead of her.
What?
That is so lame!
A few minutes? Are you kidding? At the rate they're gaining?
No, what is it? You have to shoot this. Traveling through hyperspace is like dusting crops, kid. Without precise calculations, we fly too close to a store. They're bounce into a supermarket and then...
Yeah.
Be a hell of a mess.
What's that?
Watch. You're losing your deflector shields. Go strap yourselves in. Be careful on the way out.
Yeah, sure. I'm taking very cautious.
You go away.
We bounced too near a supermarket?